The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the $1 Million Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Candice. And the opponent, please welcome Kelly.
New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR, Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Law.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's gonna know what hit it after tonight. And it's been reversed. That went nowhere. A textbook reversal there. I certainly question some of Candice's techniques from time to time, but there's no denying that she's got a fierce competitive spirit and some serious athletic ability.
Not to mention an incredible pair of legs. I wonder what time they open. I might have a few years on Kelly, but fortunately for her, I don't have a problem dating younger women.
I should hope not. At your age, I'd imagine that's most of them.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit,
and there's a little something for the crowd. The best superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover. Candice is one of my favorite WWE divas, JR. I loved her centerfold. It left absolutely nothing to the imagination.
I guess that's lucky for you then, King, because after hearing some of the lines you've used on the divas over the years, I'm not sure imagination is your strong suit.
Ouch. You know, JR, If I wasn't watching Candice right now, that might have put me in a bad mood. I wonder if Kelly's doing anything after this match.
Come on. You're old enough to be her
older brother, I know. So, how do you think this one's gonna turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
Well, you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. What an incredible performance.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine getting beaten with your own finisher, JR?
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world. No one's ever going to confuse Candice with a Mac tactician, but there's more to sports entertainment than knowing 100 different holes.
Yeah, but if Candice wanted to learn a few, I'd be more than happy to show her.
My, what a generous offer, King. And to think, some people say you're not a gentleman. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
Kelly certainly is a beautiful young woman. But I'm sure you wouldn't have anything to do with a ECW vixen now, would you?
Well, hold on there. Kelly's a young woman and she's bound to make a mistake or two.
Gee, let me guess. You're hoping to be her next.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no easy feat. I don't believe it. We might see a superstar get beat for their own finishing move here.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
Man, is there even going to be anything?
Here's your winner and the new WWE Women's Champion, Stone Cold Steve